So guys, welcome back to channel Get to Byte once again. In the last video, we have explored the ST-Link V2 programmer, the Chinese one, closed one, and now we are going to use the debugging features like breakpoint, step into, step in functions, step return, all such kind of things from STM32Cube IDE. So first of all, we need to create a project, okay, STM32 project. The hardware connection for our ST-Link V2 programmer and microcontroller has been done in the last video. You can check out that video from this above link, or also in the video link is in the given description. So now just creating the new STM32. Now on creation of the new project, you just first have to do the normal settings like setting up the RCC with the external oscillator which we have. So just selecting the HCC, PLCK and into, so that my 32 megahertz it is selected, okay. And then in the pinout and configuration, I'm just going to select my GPIO pin on board of my Bluepill STM PC13 as my GPIO for blinking the sketch. And in the system clock, in the debug, you just have to select the serial wire, okay, so that your serial wire debugging pins are enabled. Now just file and save the code and your code will be generated. That's all you have to do in the configuration for your debugging, also for using the debugging feature in your STM32 microcontrollers, as it is by the Cube MX. So all the code is automatically generated for configuring your debug and the trace features. Now in this code we are just going to write a simple sketch of HL print, okay. So let me HL blink LED, so GPIO, okay, and toggle my pin. It's my GPIO PC13, port is C and my pin is _13, okay, with the delay of 1 second. And now I'm just going to show you the features of the debug. Chill. So now at first you just need to configure. When you will click on it, it will first ask you to configure your debugger, so it might take a while. Okay, so in the debugger window, just go and select your debug probe as OpenOCD. With the GDB, I have encountered many people and myself that there is error come when we are using GDB server. So for the time sake, I am being using OpenOCD and will be telling you things according to that only. In the show generator option, remember to make it software system reset. Otherwise, it will every time you debug your code or you run the code into your microcontroller, you have to reset it manually. Now it will reset the as the software only, and in the next video we will explore the serial wire or this. That's all you have to do for the debug features. Now apply and OK. So now it will start the debug session. If your connections are not connected properly or your power supply is not there, then it might throw you up some errors, or sometimes it shows you error that your directory is not found. Sometimes in such a case, just reconnect your pinout, okay, or restart your computer, restart the software STM32Cube IDE. In most of the time, the error is solved by those means. Now I'm just going to tell you the debug features that are very useful. Now, so for example, let's say when we run the code, so our code doesn't run, or we have to check what are the values being changed in the our status register, or in the my registers, how are the bits and bytes are changing with the flow of the flow of my code, okay. So what we have to do, we have the options of step into, step over and the step return, okay. So first I will tell you these three features. So let me just open the SFR debug window. Okay, so here are these four whole debug features. Like you can, when you debug it, you can see there are many features. Here you can see this in the window section. In the show view, you can see there are many features, many windows. So these are the registers of a microcontroller, so we can actually examine with every function and with the line of code what are the values being changed and what are the settings being set. Then there are also features of like the registers. These are the registers of my the core processor ARM Cortex M, so how they are changing with my program. So these are the main 15 processors. We can see the code in the disassembly also here, okay. we can also see the variable like this. We can set the variable and we can change that how the value is changing with the program flow. This is for the breakpoints that I will just tell you now. Now first examine these views, step into, step over, and the step return. So now my code, this is my program counter, and this is the place at which my code execution will start. So now I can do the step over. In the step over, what it will do, it will execute only this HL initialize function and it will stop at the next function. So like it initializes whole the HL initialize structures, lines of code, and then it will stop at system clock configuration. Now let's say in this my initialization of my this core processor does also, so you can correspondingly check the values. Now in the clock configuration window, you can, if you go to the step into, okay, so it will go into this function and now you can execute the instructions step by step. Okay, and you can see that what are the values being changing in your register. So like this is my RCC initialize function. So you can see the RCC registers, bits and bytes, what functions or what registers are being set, and you can examine the code from here also. Also the variable window which I have, so it will show you that what all variables are there in a function, in the particular function which you are examining. So like in this like the function we are currently in system clock configuration, so you can see that what all functions are variables are there, and as you step into it, they will change if you have changed any value, or if they will show all the variables which are in a particular register. And now you can step over, say you can directly step over from the function, and from the step return you can return from the function, any function. So like I am in the system clock configuration, if I now go to step return, it will lay back me to the main function, it will show you the variables which are there in the main function. Okay, so now if we step into more, so now we have entered the while loop. Now in the while loop our GPIO toggle pin is there. So if we go into this step into, so it will show you all in the variable section what are variables are there in a particular section and their corresponding values. As you step them, so your values will be also changing. And in the HL delay, if you go into step into, it will keep inside the while loop until the 1000 seconds or the whatever amount of delay which you have. So for that you can also come out of the function from the step return. Okay, so these are the features of step into, step over, and these are very handy when you need to debug your code, when you need to see the variable structure, how their variables are being changing in the function to function, and check these register values. And there are many other features which you can examine. Okay, now let's move to the breakpoint. Now in the breakpoint, now for the breakpoint, what we can do, like we will just first terminate and relaunch our session. Now in the breakpoint, what we will do, we will attach or terminate, we will run our code like what we will do, we will set a point in our this code that as soon as our coprocessor reaches that instruction or that point of line of code, it will stop the execution of code. So now let's say I stop the HAL, I stop at the toggle pin. Okay, so now in this, if this is the sign of the breakpoint. Now if this is for the resume, like run my code. So I will run my code and my program will be stopped at this point. Okay, this HL toggle pin. Okay, so as you can see here that this in the debug window, you can see thread 1 suspended breakpoint. So your breakpoint has been reached, and this arrow shows that my program counter has reached this breakpoint. So now if you open this SFR window or your variable window or your SFR window, so you can examine that you run the code to a particular point, so that you can check that what all instructions are being changed or what all register value have been changed. Now in the debug, in the breakpoint also, there are many options. There are many options like that of, let me just show you. Okay, so these are all the things which I want to explore you for the debugging point of view. Okay, so you can explore other features. There are many, like you can write up the expressions according to your need, like if you want to configure or you want to examine different expressions into your code, so you can just write them. So, and you can see that how they changes, how their value is changing on holding the processor at a particular line or code or this. So like I hope you get to know about also things about the debugging in the microcontrollers, and how to use the step into step return and SFR window and these windows. Now in the next video we are going to use the trace features for our microcontrollers and see that how we can examine the code functionality, code performance and the efficiency of our code using the trace features, in which we will use the ST-Link V2 programmer, the unofficial one, which uses the serial wire output pin in with the SWD pin. So stay tuned for the next video. Till then, see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay happy, and do subscribe the channel if you like the video and if you are liking the content of the channel and my work towards my firmware development and embedded systems. Thank you guys.